How do you keep your garden thriving in the cold? It's a question that has left many a gardener scratching their heads in the frosty winter months. The harsh cold can wreak havoc on your lovingly nurtured plants, turning vibrant greens into dull, frost-bitten browns. Neglecting winter care can lead to a loss of your cherished blooms, a sight no garden enthusiast wants to behold. So how do we combat this? Let's dive into some practical tips to keep your garden flourishing, even in the harshest of winters. Firstly, let's talk about insulating your plants. Insulation is a crucial step in winter plant care, and it's all about creating a barrier between your delicate green friends and the harsh winter elements. Imagine insulation as a cozy winter coat for your plants, shielding them from frosty winds and icy temperatures. Now, there are several ways to insulate your plants, but we'll focus on two of the most effective methods: mulching and using fleece covers. Both methods have their unique benefits, and choosing the right one depends on the type of plants you have and the severity of your local winter conditions. Starting with mulching, this method involves covering the soil around your plants with organic materials like straw, compost, or shredded bark. The mulch acts like a blanket, retaining soil heat and moisture while also preventing the ground from freezing. For perennials and bulb plants, this can be a lifesaver, as it protects the roots from cold damage. Mulching also has the added benefit of enriching your soil, as the organic material breaks down over time. On the other hand, we have fleece covers or garden fleece. This light, breathable material can be draped over your plants, acting like a miniature greenhouse that traps heat and wards off frost. It's perfect for protecting vulnerable plants like young seedlings or exotic species not used to cold climates. Plus, the fleece is light enough that it won't weigh down your plants, and it still allows sunlight and moisture to reach them. Remember, the goal here is to protect your plants without smothering them. Whichever method you choose, make sure your plants can still breathe and get the sunlight they need. Over-insulation can be just as harmful as no insulation at all. In conclusion, insulating your plants is a vital winter gardening task. Whether you choose to mulch or use fleece covers, remember that the goal is to shield your plants from the cold without cutting off their access to sunlight and air. Proper insulation can make a world of difference to your plant's survival during the cold months. Choosing the right plants for winter is crucial. Not all plants are created equal, especially when it comes to surviving in the cold. Some plants, though, are built for it. They love the chill and can add a pop of color to your winter garden. Take the winterberry, for example. This deciduous holly shrub is a winter warrior. It loses its leaves, but its bright red berries stay put, creating a vibrant contrast against the snow. All it needs is a well-drained soil and a sunny to partially shaded spot. Or consider the snowdrop. This petite flower is a harbinger of spring, often poking its head through the snow as early as February. It's a low-maintenance plant that prefers partial shade and moist, well-drained soil. Then there's the camellia. This evergreen shrub blooms in late winter and early spring, offering a range of colors from white to pink to red. It requires a sheltered spot and acidic soil to thrive. And let's not forget about the winter jasmine. This bright, yellow flowering shrub adds a splash of sunshine to the winter landscape. It's a hardy plant that tolerates a variety of conditions but does best in well-drained soil and full sun to partial shade. Each of these plants has its own care requirements, and recognizing these will help them thrive in your winter garden. With the right selection of plants, your garden can be a winter wonderland. Ever heard of microclimates? They can be a game changer. Imagine creating a little weather bubble that's just right for your plants, even in the dead of winter. That's essentially what a microclimate is, a small area where the climate differs from the surrounding area. Creating microclimates in your garden is more than just possible. It's actually pretty straightforward. The key is to manipulate elements like wind, sunlight, and soil to create these warmer pockets. Let's consider wind first. By placing barriers like fences, walls, or even rows of trees, you can block chilling winds, keeping your plants snug and happy. This is essentially creating a windbreak microclimate. Next, let's think about sunlight. By positioning your plants near a south-facing wall, you can take advantage of the wall's ability to absorb heat during the day and radiate it back at night. This creates a sun-trap microclimate. Another method revolves around soil. By using raised beds or mounds, you can create a warmer soil microclimate. As the soil is elevated, it warms up faster and stays warm longer, giving your plants a comfy bed to thrive in. Microclimates are not just about warmth, though. They can also help you control moisture levels and even pest populations. So, with a little planning and clever gardening, You can create these mini paradises for your plants. Microclimates can offer your plants a cozy shelter from the winter chill. Watering your plants in winter requires a different approach. It's not just about how much you water, but also when and where. Let's delve into it. In winter, plants enter a dormant stage, their growth slows down, and so does their need for water. The key is to strike a fine balance. Overwatering can lead to waterlogged soil and root rot, both of which can be fatal for your plants. On the other hand, underwatering can leave your plants parched and unable to fend off the winter cold. Here's the golden rule of winter watering. Water less, but don't stop watering. Keep the soil slightly moist, not soaking wet. Use your finger to check the soil's moisture level. If the top 1 to 2 inches of soil are dry, it's time to water. And the timing? Watering in the morning is ideal. This allows the water to reach the roots before the temperature drops at night, preventing the water from freezing around the roots. Location matters too. Water directly onto the soil, not the leaves. In winter, water droplets on leaves can freeze, damaging the plant. Containers and pots dry out faster, so monitor them closely. And remember to drain any excess water from the saucer to avoid waterlogging. Remember, proper watering can be the lifeline your plants need in winter. So pay attention to your garden's thirst, and it will thank you with a vibrant display come spring. Greenhouses can be a gardener's best friend during winter. They serve as a protective shield, allowing you to control the temperature and humidity levels inside. This creates an ideal environment for your plants to thrive, regardless of what's happening outside. Setting up a small greenhouse in your backyard is a straightforward process. You can choose from a variety of styles and sizes to suit your space and needs. Whether it's a simple cold frame or a more elaborate structure, the principle is the same. Inside this cozy refuge, you can grow a wide range of plants, from delicate flowers to hardy vegetables. It's like having a little piece of the tropics right at home, even when there's snow on the ground. Greenhouses also extend your growing season, letting you start seeds earlier in the year and harvest fresh produce well into the colder months. With a greenhouse, your plants can enjoy a tropical vacation right in your backyard. Lastly, let's talk about garden maintenance in winter. As the chilly winds blow and frost forms on the ground, your garden requires a little extra care and attention. Maintaining a clean garden is paramount during this time. Fall leaves and rotting plants can become a breeding ground for pests and diseases, so ensure that you regularly remove any plant debris from your garden. In addition to cleanliness, pest control is crucial to protect your garden in the winter months. Keeping a close eye on your plants for any signs of pest activity can help you act swiftly and prevent any major damage. Consider using organic pest control methods, such as introducing beneficial insects or using natural repellents, to keep your garden healthy and eco-friendly. Plant care doesn't stop in winter either. Pruning is an important task that keeps your plants in good shape and encourages better growth come spring. And don't forget to stake any tall plants or those with heavy heads to prevent them from toppling over under the weight of the snow. Remember, your plants are resilient, and with a little help, they can weather the winter storm. The key is to stay consistent with your care and maintenance routine, and to adapt to the needs of your garden as the season changes. A well-maintained garden is a thriving garden no matter the season. So, how can you keep your garden thriving in the cold? We've covered the essentials: insulating plants with mulch and fleece, choosing winter-hardy plants, creating microclimates to shield plants from the chill, and employing proper watering techniques. We've also explored the benefits of using greenhouses and maintaining the cleanliness of our gardens, even in winter. With these tips in hand, you're now equipped to protect your garden from the cold. Happy gardening!